is Thursday night. Marina is here. Sunny is here. Good to see you both. You had a long day yesterday, didn't you?
I did. We had a big birthday bash.
BGC, yeah.
Did. 32 years.
You're here tonight. We got a seat to fill.
Do it.
Let's do it right now. Fill the fourth chair once again for tonight. Let's bring our friend in, pop culture expert Jawn Murray, joining us here on Like It or Not tonight. Come on in, Jawn.
He's back.
Welcome back. Come on. Come on, Jawn.
Who let you win?
So here's the thing.
Tackle these topics.
This is called a do-over.
Yes.
Last week you were here last Thursday night. We had a tornado warning. We had this. These two guys were brave. They were sitting here, and I was just here talking about storms and whatnot. So
can I say you guys didn't even feed us dinner? Sat here.
we don't get it either.
If you're going to get upstage, a tornado should do it.
There you go.
I like the way he thinks. Let's fire it up. Miley Cyrus posting an image of her licking a cake, reading "Abortion is Healthcare," announcing her collaboration with Planned Parenthood and designer Marc Jacobs. Cut to a D.C. baker working under the handle "The Sweet Feminist," noting on Instagram the cake is her design. Miley acknowledged the mistake, writing they didn't realize the image belonged to the baker. Miley wrote the baker, said she would be tagged to give her credit. Then the singer asked the baker to correct her post. Is that the end of the issue? Maybe not. The Washingtonian says the baker's been in touch with Team Cyrus to figure out a resolution. Some people think Miley owes her money now. Jawn, like it or not?
I do not like this, because here's the thing. If a white cake with pink icing is the height of your creativity, you might need to take an art class. I mean, this is the most bland-looking cake I've ever seen. I did better cakes than this at my first job at Baskin-Robbins when I was 16 years old. This is no Basquiat design. This isn't a Demont Pinder. It's a white cake with pink icing, lady. Come on. Talk about intellectual property. There's no intellectual property there.
Come on, you gotta tag. You gotta tag the designer. I think you have to tag people if that's what they made. But my thing is she making money off of this? Like, why would the lady want money if Miley Cyrus isn't making money from this?
Well, she's going to collaborate with Marc Jacobs, so it sounds like there's going to be money somewhere there.
Somewhere coming in. Then, yeah, maybe she should give her some money. But come on, it's her design. It doesn't matter.
It's pink and white.
So then why did Miley make a cake then, Miley, and use it then? If it's that easy.
No.
It's not that easy.
It's bland cake.
Oh, my God.
Come on, we can go to Shoppers Food Warehouse and find the same cake right now. Like, come on.
What do we do with all the happy birthday cakes? Do you also claim some sort of intellectual property?
Let's get to tagging and suing people. I mean, I can't take it.
You're telling us really how you feel tonight. You're putting it all out there.
I don't like it. This woman is nuts. And I won't eat at her bakery because now that I've said this on the show, she'll add a little something like they did in The Help. I don't want to eat
And she's
that.
local.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Tweet at us.
You're playing the help card on this one. I think as you see the ad there, I mean, what I love about this is we're talking about the cake and nothing about the message on it, because it really is more controversial about the cake than it is the message.
Which finally, for once, it's not about the message, right? We've heard a lot of the politicals from one side and the other, but now it's about the cake. Listen, I'm just going to throw it out there. If you're out there watching us, this baker in D.C., come on to Fox 5 and
can we do a test tasting? Can we do a test tasting?
Everyone eat the cake but me.
Yeah, we'll eat the cake.
All right, let's step into the Lions Den right now. The topic today coming out of Old Town Alexandria. Here's Fox 5's own Ann Cutler.
Well, hey guys, I'm here in Alexandria today, and the mayor has an interesting proposal for this area. Right next to the waterfront park here, he wants to shut down the first 2 blocks of King Street, making it pedestrian only. Now, this would happen during the busier months, just on weekends, but he's hoping for restaurants to be able to put tables out, add some new entertainment options, things like that. Traffic, cars would not be able to go through. So I want to know your thoughts. Like it or not, hosts, what do you think about this? Do you like it or not?
Taking cars off the streets. What do you think about that one?
I like it because when you go to Europe, they have like whole parts of cities sectioned off, and it's outside dining, and you get dropped off on the corner, and then you walk.
People will hear that and say, "But we're not Europe."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you got the wharf.
But right up the coast in New York City, they have areas like this too that are really nice. Now, I regularly
people hate them.
Listen, I Sunday brunch over in Old Town Alexandria almost every Sunday. There's a spot called the Warehouse that's literally up the hill from there. So I would love to have an area like that we could walk to. My friends and I can go fraternize after we, walk off the pounds at brunch. But here's the thing. If they're going to set up other tables and make, other restaurants and stuff outside, they must set up floatable tables, because that part of Old Town Alexandria always floods in a storm.
This is true. I've been out there for those flood storms. You're absolutely right. You make a great point. Probably nobody's going to be eating out there when it's raining anyways to start with. I want to see a study. Like, is this going to attract more people or less people? Are people going to actually flock it because they're walking, or are people not going to go because they can't drive there?
I'm glad you mentioned the wharf. I've been down there a couple of times, and you have that whole area out there that I think every now and then they'll let a couple cars down, but that's it. It's just all walking, all pedestrians. And I think the reality is that one of the reasons we don't see shopping malls thriving like they used to is because people actually are finding more value in, walking down the street, going to somewhere local.
And being outside. It's nice that it's open air.
That's the key thing, especially too.
But I tweeted about it, about the wharf this weekend. Parking is a mess.
Yeah. Parking is terrible.
It's awful. I don't think they thought that.
But I'm excited about Old Town Alexandria because any place where I can ride one of those scooters now, and I heard you guys talking about the scooters.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about
I love the scooters. I'm always on one, so clear the path. Here I come.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
All right, a setback for Madonna. Producer Jen's in the control room with that and more. What's going on with Madonna, Jen?
Yeah, she lost in court. She lost this appeal. She was trying to get these items, these very personal items, intimate items to her, blocked from going up on the auction block, but looks like it's going to be happening.
How intimate are we talking?
We're talking pretty intimate. Panties, even though I know people hate that word, but that's part of it. So we'll get into that right after the break. Also, Tyler Perry called out a woman trying to get his attention.
Oh, this is a good one.
It's a really good story. So we'll have all that coming up. Fox 5's Like It or Not. Don't go away.
We're back here on Fox 5's Like It or Not with some Madonna items that may be going up for auction, and she's not too happy about that. Producer Jen's in the control room with that story. Does this include her phony British accent?
She's going to keep that. She's going to keep that for herself.
Actually, I'm going to keep that.
There's a bunch of items that Madonna tried to get blocked from going on this auction. Now, this all has to do with a former friend and actually an art consultant. Her name is Darlene Lutz. She apparently in possession of these items. It all had to do with a settlement agreement between the two of them back in 2004. Now, Madonna's claiming now that she didn't know what was included in these items. She probably has a lot of different things. It was just whatever. But when she learned what these items were and then were going to be auctioned off, she wasn't happy, but the court ruled in this other woman's favor, so they're going up. Here's what they are: a pair of satin panties, a brush containing her hair, and a breakup letter from Tupac Shakur. Because I don't know if you guys...
What?
They did date. Yes. So I want to know what you guys think about these items possibly going up for auction.
Okay, wait. So, what happens with you and your friend? You have a settlement, and she gets your panties. Where is this coming from? What happens in this friendship? That's crazy.
There's a line in a lot of R&B songs where people say, "I love your dirty draws." And in the case of Madonna, you can love her dirty draws, and now you can buy them at the auction.
And they're going to go for $500,000.
I just want to be there to see the pervert that lifts his hand and says, "I'm bidding on her panties. I'm bidding on her panties."
Yeah, he's going to spend a lot of money on it, but it's going to be worth a lot of cash, apparently. Look, you signed the papers, lady. Sorry, they ain't yours anymore.
But it's such a good point. What kind of agreement? What kind of agreement do you reach that comes to that point? It's just crazy. I will say, by the way, Jen mentioned it going into the break, and she said it again, and she really glossed over the word panties, because I know that seems to go in the pantheon of words that people hate.
That's how they itemize it, as panties.
You hate that word?
I don't hate that word.
Oh, I hate the word moist.
Oh, but you're saying it. You're saying it.
And how have these panties been taken care of? Have they been preserved? I mean, is this?
I like the fact that Jawn got it back on track. Asking the important questions about Madonna.
And I'm trying to be delicate because this isn't Like It or Not After Dark. So I'm trying not to go all the way there.
Like It or Not disgusting.
But were they preserved Monica Lewinsky style? Are they clean? What's happening with?
They can preserve all types of DNA.
I got the gavel.
I'm stopping there.
I got the gavel. All right.
If you want to get Tyler Perry's attention, don't do this. We're going to show you the one big mistake one woman may have made coming up next. Welcome back on Fox 5's Like It or Not, a show that's also groundbreaking and changing the way TV's done. Besides the Raptors beating the Warriors last night, besides Beyonce's viral moment everybody's been talking about, this moment. Raptors point guard Kyle Lowry being pushed by Golden State Warriors part owner Mark Stevens. Stevens also allegedly cursed at Lowry. This is what happened.
That's what I found. There's no place in him for that. He had no reason to touch me. He had no reason to reach over 2 seats and then say some vulgar language to me. There's no place for people like that in our league. And hopefully he never comes back to an NBA game.
Just a little while ago, official word came down. Stevens has been banned from NBA games for a year. He's been fined $500,000. Swift response for the part owner, Marina, like it or not.
This is how it's done. The NBA is giving a crash course to the NFL and all the other organizations. They are not putting up with this crap. This should have never happened. I cannot believe that Drake still stands on the sidelines and does all of his stupid antics. This guy in particular, Mark Stevens, knows better than what he did. He
There's
crossed
a closer look right there.
A line there. I don't care how hard or how little you you touched him. You touched the player who's out on that court working. This is the NBA Finals. We're not talking about just a preseason warm-up game.
Right.
You're talking about a big deal. You should never touch anybody. And when that child, I don't know if we've seen with Kevin, was it Durant or Westbrook? I can't remember, but he pushed him, and he turned around and he looked over. It's a 10-year-old kid. That kid should have also been booted.
Right.
This is not fun and games.
When you're part owner of the team,
you know better.
Even more egregious.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I like what LeBron said on his Instagram today. He was talking about how anyone that sits courtside, you know the guidelines, you know the rules. It's on the back of your ticket, so you should know how to behave. And when you think about it, when you're sitting courtside, things happen. That's what you expect for someone to bump into you and to fall onto you. So for him to reach over, like, it was so intentional, it was so disrespectful. But how are they going to implement it? Like, he's a part owner.
Kyle Lowry is a better man than I am. He was graced under fire in that situation. See, I would have turned the NBA Finals into WWE WrestleMania.
Yes.
It would have become a completely
by the way,
different
coming
environment.
this fall to Fox 5.
Listen,
this has been Latrice Sprewell, Ron Artest.
It would have been a whole different dynamic. And so I think the NBA handled this really well, but I really hope Kyle Lowry has some less dignified cousins who can go meet Steven outside of his venture capital firm and have a strong talking to.
And this wasn't even a fight; it was a foul ball. If it had been a fight, I understand people want to, get them apart, and you throw in a little maybe. The guy's going for a ball. He's playing the damn game. Get out of here.
All right, it's time now for What a Day, which is probably what an actress is saying after taking out a billboard to get the attention of writer, director, and show creator Tyler Perry's attention. We're going to show you that. And we're looking at somebody's hotel room right now. Trust me, there's a reason why. So here's the deal. A woman by the name of Raquel Bailey took out a billboard. It's like a $2,000 to $3,000 billboard. She was trying to get Tyler Perry's attention. It says, "Attention, Mr. Bailey. Raquel Bailey is your next leading lady." He tweeted and said, "This is not the way to get my attention if you're looking for a role in one of my shows. Please don't do this. Save your money. This is the third time that someone has done this." Perry says she should just audition. Some praise him for what he wrote. Others blasted Perry for dragging her publicly, putting it all out there, Sonny, like it or not.
Okay, so the lady puts a billboard up, and people are like, for dragging her publicly. She's out there. Like, she's already out there. But it's kind of silly for what she did. I mean, come on. You're wasting money. And, like, what do you think was going to happen? He was going to see your face. You can slide in his DMs. You can send him a little something.
Everybody's sliding into his DMs. I don't like the way Tyler handled this. And I like Tyler. I respect his work. But here's the thing. When you're an actress, you're auditioning up against reality stars and internet stars. Tyler has done 2 movies full of just reality stars and internet stars, his last 2 films. And so this woman is trying to get in. He wrote in his response to her that he watched her on some show that I had never heard of and that he really liked her performance. But if you liked her that much, why haven't you brought her in and auditioned her for anything? So I think he should not have put her online. He should not have handled her this way. He could have got his assistant to get her on the phone and explain this to her, and it could have been a teaching moment.
Honestly, she's making headlines, so someone else might pick her up and say, "Oh, wow, okay, I like this." So she's getting publicity either way.
Anybody with this much drama in them should be on The Young and the Restless. They should cast.
I will give Tyler Perry credit, though, where credit's due, because remember what he did for the actor from The Cosby Show?
Absolutely.
When it was found that he was working at Trader Joe's, Tyler Perry put him on his show. And I think
because he was being publicly shamed. I was like, I'm not going to tolerate that.
But I think it just shows.
And now he set her up to be publicly shamed. So maybe she should go get a job at Trader Joe's, and he will put on
full circle.
Full circle.
It speaks to, though, I get the idea of shooting your shot. You know, you have this opportunity, you do it. But I also feel like there's got to be a better way to set yourself apart.
But not everybody's that creative. She's got.
I mean, a billboard definitely isn't the way to show your acting skills.
Blinded. Like she was shooting from half court with like blinders on.
I mean, Kim Kardashian was in one of his movies. She did a sex tape, so there's another alternative of how you can get cast by Tyler Perry.
But she had Jay-Z with her.
Well,
we got to get her Jay-Z. No, it wasn't Jay-Z.
We're just opening a whole...
We're just off the rails now.
Beyonce haters. Don't at me.
I'll do it to myself this time.
That would have been a video.
All right.
This is juicy. I haven't heard about that.
It's the time of the show where I say, what the... blank?
You should have said that 2 seconds ago.
I was very close to it. That's what a lot of Taylor Swift fans have been saying after they saw a misspelling on their Swift merchandise. On some Taylor tops, the word your, Y-O-U''re was spelled wrong, and Twitter exploded. Shirt's about $55. Some people want a replacement or refund. Others say the misspelled shirts might be worth something someday. And to top it off, in Taylor's song Me, she says spelling is fun. Apparently it's hard too. Taylor typo, Jawn, like it or not.
I like it, and I think she should give them half of their money back. Because listen, misspelled words on clothes is called an irregularity. So at Ross and Marshalls and TJ Maxx, it'd be half the money. So give them half the money back for the irregular merchandise at the tour stuff. I love it.
Oh, it irks my nerves. You know, the your and there and where. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I would never wear it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they should get all of their money back. I don't like it.
How many people did this pass through before they actually
made
these shirts? Are you kidding me? This has got to be intentional because we're all talking about it and people are going to go out and buy it.
But spelling is fun.
Exactly. That's exactly why this is intentional.
You could always lie. Like Hollywood filmmaker Lena Waithe, she went to the Met Gala and she had a misspelling on the back of her outfit. And when social media trolled her about it, she says, no, it was intentional new slang. So maybe this was intentional new slang.
No, that's silly.
All right, coming up, are you a fan of hotel shampoo?
Yes.
They may be going away in one state. Fox 5's Like It or Not, coming right back.
Chandler, you have to find the line between stealing and taking what the hotel owes you. For example, a hair dryer, no. But shampoos and conditioners, oh, yes. Now, the salt shaker is off limits, but the salt... I wish I'd thought this through.
That's right about the time of the run in Friends when Ross really just got really annoying. But are the days of free hotel shampoos and either items over? There's a bill moving through California's state legislature to axe tiny bottles in hotels and other properties throughout the state. The sponsor of the bill says it's all about phasing out single-use plastics in general. No more free hotel stuff, Sonny, like it or not.
Like, how am I supposed to steal it now?
I'm with
what am I supposed
just have
to
to be more
Bring
creative.
my own little baggie and, like, pump it in there? Like, where's it going to be?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's what we've seen a lot of hotels moving towards. When you go into the shower, they just have one of those little
caddies. Oh, that's
Yeah.
terrible. You should never use that stuff. I'd rather not even shower.
And the thing is that how can you take those big bottles and get them in your travel-on luggage? Like, they're just too big.
Plotting.
Yeah, like, first of all,
they've got a travel section at CVS.
I love California.
Thank you.
I love California. Other than D.C., Los Angeles is my favorite city. But the reality is that you already pay for shopping bags at the store. The paper straw is so thin that halfway through your drink it melts.
Can we talk about that?
Leave my toiletries in the hotel alone. Like, just give me something.
Especially if you're paying, like, premium prices. You want, like, the nice... Sometimes they have really nice stuff.
Yes.
You want that stuff.
Particularly if you're staying at the hotels that we're staying at.
That's right. That 5-star Ritz-Carlton. I won't name names, but I did. Take the robe. Have you taken a robe, a mug?
When I'm on someone's open per diem, I've taken a robe or two.
I have a robe. I have taken a robe.
You know, I once actually purchased the hotel robe.
No,
I did. I didn't steal it. I actually bought it. It was a nice robe.
Why would you do that?
Because it was a nice robe.
It's in the room for free.
I was honest. I was honest. After I went down to the front desk.
A man of integrity.
And
they took your money, is what happened.
Well, they did, but they took $20 off because I was honest. And I said, I would like to buy that robe. And they said, okay, here's your robe.
Yeah, we can't relate to that. We can't relate to that. We're upset.
Sidebar, best robe I've ever gotten in my life, the Wendy Williams show. It is.
She gives you a robe?
Yeah, is that like...
Yes.
Sonny was complaining we didn't give her dinner last week. Are you going to start...
You don't even have mugs, John. Like,
yeah.
It's really posh and it's soft. You could sleep in. It's great.
Well, good to know if you at home ever get a chance to do the Wendy Williams show.
All right, way to plug that.
Time for Locate's last word tonight. We're talking about Alec Baldwin. In an interview with USA Today, he said he's, quote, so done with playing President Trump on Saturday Night Live and suggested the show find someone new as it moves into its 45th season. Here's the thing. We already know that Baldwin is not a fan of the president. He has made that abundantly clear. The show, though, is about political satire, and sometimes when you know where the shots are going to land, it kind of loses its effect. It becomes too predictable. So when asked who should take over, Baldwin said Darrell Hammond. He played Trump for years. He's still around 30 Rock as the show's announcer. But SNL has settled into this rut in recent years of bringing in bigger names to come in to play recurring roles, like Robert De Niro as Robert Mueller, Melissa McCarthy as Sean Spicer. That drew a lot of buzz, but it also shows a lack of trust in your cast. You hire them. They're actors for a reason. But then again, Alec Baldwin has played this I'm done card before, so I think I'll believe it when I see it. In the meantime, Alec Baldwin, whatever, that's my last word.
Can you roll your eyes far back enough, like, for Alec Baldwin? It's ridiculous. That's been his, like, main thing for the last 2 years, and now you're just going to leave it because you're so done you hate the president so much?
He says...
Quit tweeting at him.
He says he's getting more acting jobs right now, and he said that he wants his weekends back. He has, 4 young kids or something like that, but still, I mean...
But they take shots at the president. They make fun. So if you hate him that much, then isn't that like fun for you?
Listen, if you don't want the job, Bette Midler can come in and do it. They just had a wonderful Twitter feud this week. I'm sure she'd love to come in and play the president. Or Rosie O'Donnell. She'd be a good Donald Trump.
They wanted to talk about Rosie O'Donnell playing Steve Bannon a couple of years ago, and then but Lauren Michaels said the reason they didn't do that is because you know what the intent was. She wanted to play it to kind of get the low blow in.
That's how I feel about Alec Baldwin too, though, with the president. I like the Melissa McCarthy, Sean Spicer.
Right. The Alec Baldwin thing early on, it was creative, but I think after plus he's not on all the time.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. He has every other role. Kevin Hart plays Donald Trump on SNL.
Steve Harvey is Donald Trump.
Well, all right. He could use a job right now.
Steve could use a job,
Out of time. That's it for tonight. In the meantime, Sunny, WPGC every morning?
Every morning, 95.5, 6 to 10.
John, quick plug.
JAWN, last name Murray. Follow me on social.
Got to get the spelling. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.